Your Shopify store ships to Germany. Your chatbot answers in English. As of Sunday, you are breaking a European law you have not read. The EU AI Act transparency rules went live on August 2nd, and the maximum fine is $17 million, or 3% of your global revenue, whichever number is bigger. If you sell anything into Europe, you got quietly enrolled in a compliance regime this week. Most operators still think it is Europe's problem. Wrong answer. Let me show you what actually changed and the two-line fix that covers most of it. Two dates matter. August 2nd, the day the rules turned on, and December 2nd, the day your grace period on any AI you are already running runs out. I am going to walk you through what got flagged, who gets fined, and the exact copy the commission itself gave away for free that your consultant probably will not. The Verge broke the details on Sunday. The EU AI Act's transparency chapter is now enforceable. The Commission splits the world into two categories: providers, the companies that build and market AI systems, and deployers, the platforms and businesses that use them. Meta shows up as both. So does SpaceX AI, so do most of you, whether you realize it or not. Here is the rule for providers. Any AI system you build has to notify the user that they are dealing with AI instead of a human, unless it is already obvious. Synthetic audio, image, video, and even text needs a machine-readable mark under the hood. For deployers, and here is where every business owner watching lives, you have to label AI-generated or manipulated image, audio, and video that looks real. Deepfake adjacent creative in your ads. AI voiceovers on your YouTube spots. Generated hero images on your landing page. All of it labeled. The Commission's language on why is polite. Users should be able to make informed decisions, calibrate their trust, avoid misinformation and deception. Translated into operator English, Brussels is now watching every AI-generated asset that touches a European customer. Enforcement here is not a slap on the wrist tier. It is a bet the company tier. Skepticism from the American operator in the audience. Fair. The argument runs. It is a European law, LLC in Delaware, Stripe in Ireland by accident. None of it is my problem. Wrong. The AI Act is extraterritorial, in the same way GDPR is extraterritorial. If you place an AI system on the European market, or the output of one, you are in scope. Your address does not matter. Your customer's address does. Point of comparison. GDPR arrived in 2018. Every US company that said "not my problem" spent the next 6 years either paying the fine or paying a lawyer to rewrite their cookie banner. Meta, TikTok, Amazon, and a stack of smaller SaaS names got the letter. The same enforcement muscle sits behind the AI Act, a worked example. You run a DTC brand out of Texas. Your Shopify store takes orders from Germany. You put an AI chatbot on the site to handle refund questions. The chatbot answers a German buyer at 3 a.m. in fluent English about a return policy. Under the rules that turned on Sunday, that chatbot needs to tell that buyer before the conversation starts that it is not a human. Skip the notice and you are exposed. Not theoretically, actually. The ScopeNet catches almost every SMB with any European traffic. It catches your agency if any of your creative was generated. It catches your SaaS if the AI feature is available to European users. It catches your podcast if you cloned your voice for the ad reads. December 2nd is the last day your legacy setups get a pass. New systems, meaning anything you turn on after August 2nd, comply immediately. Regulator lag is a bet you do not want to place on the first month. You have roughly 4 months to get the fix in place. I am going to give you both lines. Before I hand you the copy, let me kill the FUD your compliance consultant is about to sell you. The Act does not require you to burn down your funnel. It does not require a legal audit of every asset. It does not require you to stop using AI. It requires you to be honest about what is AI in 4 specific places. 1. Chatbot interactions. If a European user could plausibly think they are talking to a human, you have to say it is AI in plain text before the conversation starts. Post-conversation disclosures do not count. Buried footers do not count. 2. AI-generated images that look real. Product mock-ups, hero images, before and afters, testimonial faces you spun up in Midjourney or Nano Banana or whatever the current tool is. Labeled. 3. AI-generated audio and video that looks real. Voice clones, face swaps. Any avatar video that looks like a person. Labeled. 4. AI-generated text, blog posts, product descriptions, email sequences, generated at scale. The Act asks for a machine-readable mark under the hood, meaning metadata your CMS embeds, not a visible sticker on the page. The provenance standard is C2PA. For most of you, that means talking to whoever built your site, saying the phrase C2PA out loud, and paying for 2 hours of developer time. Not a project, a task. Cartoons, obvious stylized illustrations, and clearly satirical content sit outside the deepfake definition. If nobody could mistake it for real, you are not on the hook. The line is deception, not existence. Here is where the compliance consultants get nervous. I asked Claude Opus 5 to write me the exact copy for both required disclosures. Watch this. I ran 2 prompts. First, the single-line chatbot notice. Under 18 words, plain English, meant to satisfy Article 50 transparency for a European visitor landing on a Shopify support chat. The model returned this. You are chatting with an AI assistant, not a human. Type agent anytime to reach our support team. 35 output tokens for the entire disclosure. Paste it into your chat widget's opening state and half of your exposure is gone. Second prompt. Give me an operator-ready pack for an SMB. 2 labeled lines plus a 3-step checklist. The model came back with a chatbot notice, a caption for AI-generated media, and the 3 imperatives that cover the deployment side of the Act. Chatbot notice shown before the first message. Media caption, visible where the viewer sees the asset, not gated behind a click. Machine-readable mark, C2PA or IPTC metadata, embedded when the asset is generated. Let me put a number on this. A boutique compliance firm will quote you between $8,000 and $40,000 for a policy pack of exactly this shape. I generated it for the API cost of 2 19 output tokens. Round it up, call it 3 cents. Paste those 2 lines into your chatbot and your image alt text today, and you would be closer to compliance than 90% of the businesses I look at. The moat here is not the copy. The moat is that most business owners have not read a single word of the Act, and their competitors are betting the same is true of them. Which brings me to the thing nobody in the news cycle is talking about. The Commission built the label icons themselves. They published them, free. I ran a head request against the Commission's own transparency policy page and their AI Act guidelines library. Both returned HTTP 200. The pages are live, the resources are downloadable, and the icons are documented in the Transparency Guidelines PDF. Your compliance consultant will quote you $30,000 for a custom disclosure system. The Commission is handing you the finished artwork for zero. Open digitalstrategy.hic.euro.eu yourself right now. Search AI Act Transparency Guidelines. Look at the icon PDF the Commission published. The proof is in the PDF, not in me telling you. The icons mirror the AI content labels TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook already introduced, so your audience already recognizes the visual grammar. Adoption cost on your end is close to zero. Viewer confusion is close to zero. Here is what you are going to do this week, not next quarter. Now, Step 1. Add the one-line AI notice to your chatbot. Step 2. Caption every AI-generated hero image, voiceover, and avatar clip on any page your European traffic hits. Step 3. Turn on C2PA metadata in whichever generator you use, or ask your developer for a one-day integration. Step 4. Download the icons from the Commission site and drop them into your brand asset folder. Total time, 1 afternoon. Total cost, 0. Legal exposure reduction, most of the way there. The window on this is the same window every regulation opens. First businesses to comply look like adults. Everyone else looks like they got caught. First mover on transparency is a positioning play as much as a compliance play. Everything I just walked you through, the exact chatbot notice, the media caption copy, the 3-step checklist, the Commission icon pack, and the C2PA plugin list for WordPress and Shopify, all of it lives inside the Church of SEO Jesus. Church of SEO Jesus is my free Skool community. It is where I drop the operator playbooks that come out of these videos, the prompts I actually run, and the checklists my own team uses. Free to join, link in the description and the pinned comment. Next up on this channel, the AI news The Verge did not cover this week, the one that quietly rewrote what a coding agent costs. Look at the end screen,